I thought it would be appropriate to do a 6-month update because I'd been looking at the calendar and it's been 6 months since we did that Raptorliner project. So I thought we'd come outside and just do a quick walk around, and I can give you my thoughts after having the Raptorliner on the truck for 6 months, and maybe throw it up on YouTube and kind of go from there. It's been a little over 6 months. It's a nice February afternoon. I was going back through some photo albums on my phone, and the project finished on July 26th, so just a hair over. It's held up pretty good. Just had the truck at the took the truck to the car wash the other day. The tone that I tinted it with has done all right. Some things that I've noticed throughout, expansion and contraction of some spots there that are kind of little spots. You have to get up really close to see it, but I'm impressed with how it's held up. This was the fender that we did the rust repair on, that I did a detailed explanation of in a previous video. So we had surface rust here, and then we had to cut out and weld actually right through here. I have a detailed photo album on my phone. I'm half tempted to make a YouTube video of. You can see where it's chipped off the tape line a little bit, maybe where the tape line didn't quite pull, or I didn't have it prepped very well. And that was to be expected. I knew little imperfections would kind of flare up like that. But for the most part, that Raptorliner job has held up pretty well. If you remember back to the original video I made back in July, I thought the passenger side turned out better. The passenger side has held up quite a bit better too. Same thing, you can see not as many mistakes in the tape line, but it's done what it's supposed to do. Like I said in previous videos, travel a lot on gravel. I hunt. Actually, that's why I have the cap. I bow hunt, and I always have my stuff in totes under the locked cap. Or when we go shopping, we can just throw stuff in the topper. It's no big deal. It's held up pretty well. What I might do this summer, if I don't like the shade or the tint of it, I can always relay tape lines down, sand out and feather out the edges just a little bit better, especially on this side. And then if I wanted to go to a different shade, or if I just wanted to add more layers of Raptorliner on, lay my tape lines down, sand it down with probably 120 grit DA. Not completely, don't have to sand it completely off, just give knock it down and give it some texture to hold on to, and I can lay more layers on. I could even change the color, the tint if I want to, which might happen, might not. Overall, it's held up 6 months. 6 months later, as I mentioned in a previous video, this truck is a southern truck before coming to Iowa, and through subsequent car washes, like I said, clear coat has seen better days, and that's typically what happens when a truck comes from the south. Can't say I'm surprised, but not too bad. I'm happy with it. 6 months after the fact, all that work that it took over the span of June and July to kind of working on it a little bit each day, I'm happy with it. Stay tuned. Probably come back in a few months this summer, and maybe we'll have an update. Maybe I'll have changed the shade. Maybe I'll have added more layers to it. We'll find out. I figured a few of you would want a 6-month update. Thanks.